Hi guys, today your IXL language arts lesson is alphabetizing or putting things in ABC order. So let me pull up the correct screen. So alphabetizing is putting things in order like they would be in a dictionary or in an encyclopedia, and that's putting them in order based on the letters in the word. And of course, we've already done this many times this year, but it's good to review it because sometimes we forget. So what I did is I typed out the whole alphabet in front of me. So today you're going to do two lessons, and the first one is alphabetizing based on the first letter in the word, and the next lesson's alphabetizing based on the second letter in the word. So if I have ham, bone, and skin, I would look at the first letter in each of the words to see which would go first in alphabetical order. So I have an H, I have a B, and I have an S. So if I look at my alphabet, the first word would be bone. So I would say bone is the first word in alphabetical order. So I can take bone out. Now I have ham and skin. Well, H comes before S in alphabetical order. So the next word would be ham. And then the last word would be skin. So that would be alphabetizing based on the first letter in the word. Now, sometimes we have words like apple, Austin, and awful. So if you look at apple, Austin, and awful, they all start with A. So we can't look at the first letter of the word. We have to look at the second letter of the word. So then we look at the P, we look at the U, and we look at the W. So now we put them in alphabetical order based on the second letter in the word. So we have a P, we have a U, and we have a W. So if I look at my ABC order, I have P here, then I have U here, and then I have W here. So luckily for me, it's already in alphabetical order because apple comes first because it's AP. Austin comes second because it's AU. Here's the U, and then awful comes third because it's AW. So if you go to the IXL lesson, it says to put the words in alphabetical order. So I have one, clap, and drink. So C comes first in alphabetical order because A, B, C. D comes second, and then W is obviously quite a ways towards the end of the alphabet. So I'm just dragging them and then putting them in order. So I have year, message, and desk. Well, I know that D comes before Y and M. I know that year would come last because Y is the second to last letter of the alphabet and M would be in the middle. So that would be NN1. And now let's look at NN2. So we can also look at the second letter. So we have nut, lime, and laid. Well, we have an N and an L. So if I have nut and lime, I know the L words are going to come first and the N is going to come last because L comes before N. So I can leave N at the end. But now I have this tricky part where I have LI and I have LA. So I look at the second letter. So I have an A and I have an I. Well, I know that A comes before I. So it'd go laid, lime, and then nut. Let's look at another one. So I have drum, disgust, and develop. So I have all D's. So now we're looking at all the second letters. So I have an R, I have an I, and I have an E. So A, B, C, D, E would come first. F, G, H, I, because disgust, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. So drum would be third. So hopefully, boys and girls, this lesson helps you a little bit with alphabetical order. I know it sometimes can be tricky, but I think that you are going to be doing great at it.